Domo, Art Senpai desu. Welcome to art review class. I definitely did not forget about this series. Trust me, Okay, the truth is, I was really busy simping on Hololive Ian. Because there's just so much exciting drama since the Holo Council joined. Like the Gura Loan Shark incident, Jokeroni incident, and so much more. Okay, fine, I'll admit it. I'm lazy. Alright, let's start this episode of Art Review, shall we? Go, go, go! This is the illustration I'm going to review today. Firstly, we'll start with the overall composition, because that is the biggest problem of this illustration. I know you want to emphasize the beautiful blue sky, I respect that, but the sky takes up way too much space in your illustration. If the main highlight is the sky, then this is how your illustration's composition should be, where the character is not the main highlight of the illustration. Therefore, it should be drawn smaller and takes up a small part of the illustration instead. But clearly, the main highlight of your illustration are those two giant melons, right? Sorry, it's not November, and I'm having a hard time. Please forgive me. The first thing I'm going to do is to enlarge the character. Sounds simple, but there's a catch. When it comes to photo composition, there are actually formulas for it, just like physics and mathematics. There are plenty of photo composition techniques you can use to improve your illustration, like the famous rule of thirds, which is demonstrated by artwork by Fisher here, or you can take it even further by rotating the horizon and thus making the illustration look more dynamic, as shown by Revolfus. I'm going to redraw this illustration with a different composition technique, which is the centered composition. When it comes to backgrounds, straight horizons are very common, and because of this, it may look bland and boring. But fortunately, there's a solution for this, and it's very easy and straightforward. All you need to do is make it bigger, like seriously big. By enlarging the character and placing it in the center, the illustration speaks for itself. Swimsuit girl at sea. There's a girl at the sea. See the difference? By using this centered composition technique, it makes the character stand out easily. Besides, it helps you to hide your terrible background painting as well, which I do all the time. Disgrace! So if you want to use a straight horizon as your background, this technique works well because it makes the character take up almost 80% of the entire illustration, making the illustration look full and compact. Remember kouhais, background is just background. The most important thing is what does the audience want to see the most? Yes, half-naked waifus. I hope my TED Talk can enlighten you vegetables for photosynthesis purposes. Anyway, I'm done explaining the composition stuff. The rest of the video is more technical-ish. We'll start with the background. Firstly, raise the horizon line to the chest area. Then, proceed to paint the clouds and add some rainbow, sunshine ray, etc. Then the mountains. I don't really like this color. It looks weird. Green looks better in my opinion. Also, I noticed that the mountains I drew are too big. Now, let's fix the anatomy and perspective. I'll start with the booba because, booba is life, booba is love. This is the kind of perspective you should be drawing, my kouhai. You're not cultured enough. Go read some hentai. Just kidding. I think it's a bit awkward to run your hand through your hair like this. It's better to raise the elbow and the forearm. The forearm forms a vertical line, and it makes the pose look a little stiff and awkward. Sorry, I lied. I did it because I wanted to show those two giant knockers. It's such a waste not showing the full view of it. Next, let's fix the stomach and the thighs. Then the hand. Now I'll fix the overall anatomy, especially the lower body. Same goes for the line art. As a rule of thumb, the axis of the head and the shoulder should not be parallel, but opposed, so it's time to tilt and flip the head. This helps to create a more dynamic action line and unifies the whole figure. Notice how all the weight is shifted to the right hand side in the original picture. That is not a dynamic pose, which makes it boring. Next, the hair. In the original picture, she has a short hair. You know, it's usually windy at the beach, so I think it's the perfect chance to draw the hair blowing in the wind, which is why I went for the medium length hair. Also, the bangs are too thick in my opinion, so I slightly trimmed the bangs. Don't forget the ahoge, it's just my personal preference, don't mind me. Then proceed to draw the line art. Now, let's add some shading. You gotta be confident and use a darker color for shading. She's at the beach, standing under the hot sun, so the shadow should be solid and dark enough. This way, the character will look more three-dimensional, or else your character won't stand out. Then, I'm going to add some reflection on the water. This is optional, but by adding extra details like this, it can take your illustration to a higher level. I added some water droplets as well because why not? I then motion blurred the water droplets to create an optical illusion where the droplets are sort of moving. The rest is just me refining and adding some details until I'm satisfied.
Well. Is anyone still watching? For those who stick around until the very end, thank you. To express my gratitude, allow me to teach you the incantation to enter the cultured marble world.
I am the soul of my art. iPad is my body, and Apple Pencil is my blood. I have created over 1,000 hentais, unknown to bottom left, nor known to say so. I've withstood pain to create many hentais, yet those hands will never hold anything. So as I pray, unlimited bulkworks!
Okay, it's done. So here's the original and here's my version. What do you kouhais think? It has been a while since I drew a swimsuit waifu, and this was really fun to review. Alright, that's all for this episode of Art Review.